everybody. This is the Hello, It's Me, IAmKNicole podcast. I am your host, KNicole. So we are just going to jump right in to our recap. The only recap I have for y'all is that my latest digital book is up right now for pre-order, Create Content That Sells. So y'all know I have an online business, so my content that I post on Instagram, my pictures on my website, that's pretty much really what's driving the sales. When people see it, they have to be, captivated, click on it, and want to add it to cart and check out. So if you are struggling with that, or you want to know a little bit about how I create content, the, equipment and stuff that I'm using, make sure you click that link down below and pre-order this digital file for a discounted price. It's on sale for $15. So get your hands on it because the regular price is $25 and you don't want to miss out. So that's pretty much all I have for the recap. I'm real excited today, y'all. I have a really, really special guest in the building. I have Ari J in the building, the one and only Ari J, the real Ari J, made by Ari J Cosmetics. Okay, listen. She's in the building. I cannot believe it. I'm excited. So, hey.
Hey, girl. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming because, listen, we literally did not know how close we were to each other. So I was like, I'm going to hit her up and see if we can make this happen in person. Y'all know we've been doing a lot of virtual interviews and stuff, but it's just something about that real in-life interaction. Mm-hmm. You want to be in the studio. Yep. So if you don't know Ari J, I'm going to let her introduce herself to y'all, but I'm pretty sure y'all do know who she is. But we still going to let her introduce herself.
Okay, hey guys, first of all, thanks so much for tuning in to the podcast, and thank you for having me. You guys, some of you might know, some of you might not know, I'm Ari J. I have a cosmetics brand, and I'm also a YouTuber. I'm 22 years old, I stay in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm just like an all-around girl boss, honestly.
Girl boss, okay? We making it happen.
Yes. That's
what I'm talking about. And I still cannot believe that you are younger than me.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Swear.
I'm 24 and, I'm over here looking up to her. So don't feel like, people tell me that all the time because I have like so many older people that follow me too.
They be telling me that too on YouTube. And
I'm like, give me people in their 40s, their 50s. They like, girl, I'm over here. It could be your grandma and I look up to you. I'm like, listen, it really doesn't matter. You could be dropping gems. You could be out here inspiring. It really doesn't matter how old you are. So we're just going to talk about Ari's journey. We all got to start somewhere to get to where we want to be. So we're going to talk about it. I feel like we have a lot to talk about because we both have cosmetics brands. So we know what's up.
We already know what's up.
We've been through it.
Trust me. I know what's up.
We've been through it. So you just celebrated 4 years in business. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was that? I mean, oh my gosh, I can't imagine. And then being so young too on top of that.
So first, it was like a huge accomplishment because normally people stop within like 3 or less. You know what I'm saying? Like when when like tough times come and different stuff like that. A lot of people can't handle that and they just stop. But me, I done been through a lot. Like I've been through a lot with my business, like ups, downs, round and rounds, roller coasters, the whole 9.
Absolutely.
But one thing about it, I just never quit. Like that's why I am. Like that's why I am where I am today because I just make sure that I stay dedicated, stay 10 toes down behind my brand, and I know what's up. Like my customers is really everything to me too. So it's just like I do a lot for them, and I just know my why and everything. So it just keeps me going, and I'm just so proud of myself.
Absolutely. It's an accomplishment. Even my 1 year was like an accomplishment for me. Yeah. I procrastinated so hard when it came to starting my business, and then I finally did it. Yeah. And we just kept going. I'm like, I didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. We all be in that same spot. I feel like people today, they be trying to like have it all figured out. They don't want to start. I'm like, girl.
No. It's a little easier. I feel like it's a little easier now for people because back when I started in 2017, I didn't have like
these people like
YouTuber,
to look up to,
entrepreneur videos and stuff like that. So I feel like it's a little easier now. So I see what I kind of feel like. Oh, I'm gonna be this big within this time frame, but it's still like patient and stuff like that. Like you gotta really know your brand and know everything behind it. It's not just get rich in one day.
And then it's not just about all those things. You gotta get your name out. It's your name. So I be trying to tell people like, look, you could have all the things. You could have the formula. You could have the packaging. You could have everything, and then people still don't know who you are or they feel like they can't relate to you, they're not going to stick with you.
Exactly.
They might not even find you. So yeah, you gotta, like she said, stay 10 toes down.
Yeah.
Please and thanks. Look, please and thanks.
It gotta be your baby, like everything to you. Your business has to be everything to you. Honestly.
Right.
Yep.
So what made you want to start a business in the first place? Like, was that just something you always wanted to do, or like was it like a turning point in your life, or?
Oh, child, that's a good question. Honestly, I was fresh out of high school, like 2017. I graduated in May, and then I worked 1 9 to 5. I worked at the mall, and just being in the mall, I was like, this is not for me.
Correct.
Like, at all. So sometimes I forget to tell people, when I was in high school senior year, towards the end, I started making lip balm, and I was trying to sell it and stuff like that, just to see, like, I was just trying to see if I could do something.
Yeah.
And it was kind of going smooth, so I was like, all right, I ain't really messing with this job, so I'm like, let me just see what I really can do. I found this one video on YouTube. This girl made lip gloss. I was like,
I wonder if that's the same video that I
saw.
saw.
I don't know, maybe, but she told where to get the stuff, everything.
No.
I was like, she didn't. Oh, then it might be a different video, but she told where to get the stuff. I was like, you know what? Oh, I'm about to take this and I'm about to blow, baby. So from that day on, like, I ordered everything within like that same night, and then I did the rush shipping because I wasn't playing. I was like, I need to start this business today. And then I got it, and then it was just up from there. Like,
wow, that's crazy. So did you start like smaller with your inventory, or did you like, were you like, okay, look, I'm about to just, because I was like, I'm buying all of it.
For
like
real?
I went crazy. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I went crazy when I first started.
That's kind of good though. You a risk taker. See me, I was a little nervous. I only started out with 20 glosses and all.
Oh, okay.
Literally, that's it. But after I sold that out, I was like, okay, I think I got it. I can do it. I started posting on Instagram, going viral. I was like, all right, I got this. Let me re-up, and I'm gonna buy in like a huge bulk of the products and stuff and make my own gloss and all that stuff. So it was a smooth journey. Like, it was kind of smooth, honestly.
That's good, because them first couple weeks when you like first get your inventory in and you trying to learn what you're doing, like that be the hard time right there, and you be trying to just figure everything out. So that's good. Well, I'm glad that was smooth for you, because I was up in here, I was doing the most. Okay.
Really?
Yes. I had a lot I want to say I had like almost 100 glosses when I launched. I'm like, that was a lot.
That's still good. That's what I'm saying. Coming 20 to 100, like, you really did what you had to do, because it ain't easy. Like, how everybody thinks, it's not.
It's really not.
Like, I can't stress it enough, because it's just like, people just really think business is just all
peaches
glitter,
and cream,
money. Like, that's good and all, but it's the background work behind it. Like, it's really the background behind it.
Also, I feel like people, like, they look at how much money you're making and they don't think about how much you have to spend.
Exactly.
I'm like, yo,
do have to spend.
It's not like we just coming in, and that's it.
Do you remember what you started with? Like, what did you start your business?
I started with, so I had my lip gloss collection. I had 14 shades. So that was already a lot.
Started out with 14 shades?
14 shades.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't that sound insane?
Yes. What?
I was like, okay, so I went to art school. So kind of everything that I do is like, it has a concept. I kind of treated everything with my business like a whole art project type of thing. So I really like sat down and like took time to think about it. Oh yeah, girl, take your wine, girl, take your wine. Yeah. So I was like, what do I want this first collection to really be? And I decided that I kind of wanted it to be dedicated to the people around me that kind of helped me to even get to this point, to push me to actually do it, because I had been talking about it for so long. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna name these glosses after my people. Okay. And, I picked all the colors based on, what I think about when I think about that person or their favorite color or whatever. So it's a lot of people around me. So I'm like, this is going to be a lot of glosses in the beginning. And, I still wanted to have those staples, like that clear, like that, silver glitter, whatever, just the basics, right? Yeah. So I had 14 glosses.
14 shades?
14 shades. Oh my God. And on top of that, they came in 4 different tubes.
Whoa.
Too much in the beginning. So I was giving people mad options. Like, I had my signature tube. I had a squeeze tube if people wanted that. Because I just knew, like, like my auntie, I'm like, she'll put lip gloss on, but she's not about to carry around this gold to like, she gonna want to squeeze tube. Yeah. She just want to get it on and go. Like, it's not like, we're not trying to be cute or nothing. Yeah. So I was like, I'm giving people options, and I know some people like to apply more. Some people like to apply less. So I just, like, you could see, I was like,
you was really thinking,
putting like, so much into this.
You was going hard for them, because no way I would have been able to do that. I swear, I had like 4 colors starting out. That's why I'm like 4 to 14. Like, what in the world?
Yes, I had 14 colors. We had 4 different tubes. I also had 2 lash styles, and then I had lash adhesive, and then applicators. So that's all that I started my business with. Like on launch day, that's what was available. I started my business in November 2019, and so after it was November 1st. So after I did the launch, I was like, well, now it's the holiday time. Yep. So now I need holiday glosses. Yep. So it was like 2 weeks of me being in business. I was already on my second collection. So that could be like a win, but also not a win at the same time. Cause it's like, all right, this is a lot to take in. Like, I just shopped last week and now it's time to shop again type of thing. But, you know, that's when I did my grand opening. So I had a physical space. So I like brought people into the space. They were able to shop. And, you know, I think that's kind of what made the holiday collection better. Because I'm like, if it was only online, I feel like, you know, those people would have been like, girl, I just bought this last week. Like, I'm not about to shop again. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that kind of was like what helped that whole process. And then I had some of, you know, my first collection. I had some of that stuff there. So people was able to shop everything. Yeah. So that's how I started my business. You know, I spent hella money, like a lot of money. And then also, like, I didn't end up using everything because I'm like, I was just so excited and I was buying so much stuff. And I'm like, I can't just like throw everything at them at one time. So.
But that's how it be like when you first see this stuff or you got an idea, you be so eager to like jump
act on it. Yeah.
You don't even got your whole thought process fully together. You just be like
tossing it out.
Let me go do this.
And see, that's what I be trying to tell. I be trying to tell people, be careful what y'all want to throw out there because it's gonna be stuck once it's out there.
Exactly.
So when did you start to document? Like, did you start documenting right away? Because you got some good videos on your YouTube channel about, you know, entrepreneur life, lip gloss business, how to make gloss, fill into, like, you have a lot of stuff up there. So was that kind of like when you first started, you were like, oh, I just want to document this for me? Or were you like knowing, okay, I'm about to help somebody do what they need to do too?
So first and foremost, I started documenting really for promo purposes. Right.
Like that's good.
Instagram and stuff. But then it was just one day I was living with my mom still, and I was just like, I'm about to make a video on how to sell cosmetics. Like, I don't even know why I did it. Like, it was no thought. Like, I did my makeup for no reason. I had on lipstick, all that. And I was just like, you know what? I think this is like 1 year in business or so, something like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to just go ahead and do this real quick. I'm about to just do this. And then after that, I kind of took a break. I didn't really do no entrepreneur videos, nothing like that. I really started back up like a year and a half ago or so doing it. But I like through the whole process and through the whole journey, like from the beginning to now, it's just always good to document everything. Yeah. Like, even if I'm not posting it, it's just I still that's what I did.
Yeah. I filmed literally like everything.
That's good.
And then I'm like, am I gonna put this out? Am I not gonna put this out? I'd never put it out, and then I started to like put it out after my 1 year. So
but it's motivation for you too, because like you can see where you was at and to now and everything like that. So it's just good to keep up with it.
Yeah, I love that. That's like the main thing that I like about having a YouTube channel. I can kind of like just go back and see where I was back in 2015 when I started. Yep. It's crazy to go back and look at them videos, and people are like, "Oh, I took it down. You know, it's on unlisted.
I'm like, no,
it's on private." I'm like, no, my videos are not on private. Y'all could go back and see where this thing really started.
I don't even care.
Looking real crazy. I was looking so crazy. I started out like, oh, I want to do makeup, because that's kind of how I came across YouTube in the first place, like makeup tutorials, hair tutorials. I was like, I can do this. Like, these is just regular people out here. I was like, you know what? Let me get my phone and start recording. I didn't have no camera. I didn't have no tripod. I didn't have any, like, literally, I had a table and some shoe boxes.
Yep.
and an iPhone 4.
Yep. She said an iPhone 4.
iPhone 4S. It was like this big compared to our phones now. And I'm like, how did I even, just like looking back on it, I'm like, what is this quality, y'all? This was like.
But you was determined. Mm-hmm. And that's important too.
Right.
Real determined.
Don't be trying to wait until you got it all figured out to start.
You just got to start somewhere. Start today.
Just do it. Just do it.
Literally. You
just did it too. Look, you did it, and look at where you at now.
That's crazy. I remember my little sister had like this little dang, this is taking me down memory lane. I don't really talk about this stuff.
Oh my gosh.
She had this little little kids be having them tables with the 4 legs on it and the small chairs.
Yeah.
So when I first started my my YouTube journey, I think it was like 5 years ago when I first started. I got the little table, her little small chair, my big tail self in the small chair.
Oh my goodness.
I tried to find a way to, I think I may have had, my mom was like a photographer on the low. So she had like some little lights or whatever. No ring light, no nothing. I never knew what a ring light was. I had my little iPhone. It wasn't no iPhone 12, 11.
4.
And like, I'm like, it was probably something like that. And just got to it. Makeup was big and bushed, and oh my god, I look back at that video like, girl, no, you did not do that. Like,
yes,
you know? But it's just all in like where you start. Like, you gotta start somewhere. So.
It's almost empowering for me, because I look back and I'm like, wow, like I really thought that looked good back then enough to like put it on the internet. Like it was a different kind of confidence, I feel like. So it's like, I just go back to that. I'm like, look, that's how I looked, and that's how my makeup was going on, and I thought I was the shit. Okay, that's what I did.
Exactly.
And that was it. So y'all really just gotta put yourselves out there and see where it takes you, because you just never know. The journey takes all these twists and turns.
Yep.
So at what point did you feel like, was it closer to the beginning that you felt like you kind of like blew up? Because I started following you like way after. I found you way after. I found you like a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah.
See, yeah. When I first started, I actually blew up quickly. Literally. Like, it was one day I started out with like real glittery lip gloss. So I took a little video, my lips, I'm like, the glitter was like,
it was everywhere.
Everywhere. So that video got like 100K views.
Wow.
And next thing you know, I was just getting orders. And I started out with Big Cartel. Y'all know, some people know what that is. But that's like one of the smaller type
websites. Yeah, you can have like 5 products or something.
Yeah. Told you I had 4 glosses.
I would have never lasted over there.
No, you wouldn't have. But I next thing you know, like the next day, it was just order. I was like, no way, like I was not expecting it. I just wanted to show my little lip gloss, and then it just took off. I don't even know. I can't remember if I had like inventory ready or anything, but I'm pretty sure I did it.
I was about to say, what was that like? I would have been on the floor, girl.
Yeah, I be rush shipping stuff though, so I most likely was cool with it. But I went viral pretty quick. Then it died down. That's why I'm like, y'all gotta stay on top, because it can die down and you never know. Like, it just dies down. You got to stay on top of your A game, because I was up. No, I was up. Then I went down. Then back up again. But now I know, I'm older now. I'm like, okay, you got to stay on top of your stuff.
Right.
Like,
you can't just quit slacking when you hit that first down. Because it's going to happen. Regardless, it's going to happen.
You're going to be in a drought sometime.
Trust me. We talk about the dry patch over here, because that patch is real. So, and y'all just heard that from Ari J. Like, if y'all want to listen to me, listen to her. Everybody goes through it.
Heck yeah.
And there's no way around it, honestly.
Yep. I'm just now coming back from a slight drought. I don't be scared to tell nobody.
Same.
Because when you're not dedicated and you're not putting your best foot forward, then what you expect? Like, people not about to just be like, oh, because you RJ, whatever, I'm going to just be buying. No, you got to be promoting and stuff like that. Like, there was a little period where I was doing so good with my little wholesale stuff, and then I took the wholesale off, and then it was like, ooh,
drought.
Like, ooh, whoa.
Ooh, we gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I was like, oh nah, baby, I don't know about this, but like she said, we're gonna talk about it.
We are, because it's like, I feel like that's what happened to me. So I'm coming out the dry patch too.
Yeah.
And so I did a rebrand for my business back in March. And I told myself, I was like, look, I'm not about to let wholesale keep consuming my whole life.
Oh my God.
Not even just my business, but my whole life though. And that was my plan with my rebrand. And I'm like, look, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. You're going to have to just kind of see how people react to it. But it's tough when you're used to getting X amount of orders, X amount of money. And then you just be like, oh, we just cutting all of this. So I was like, I cut it. I did cut it, and then I got scared. I got nervous, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna have to bring something back because this is not gonna work.
Yeah.
So I ended up kind of like revamping my wholesale program and still like trying to provide something. So I wasn't doing like fully custom, but they could like pick from some kits and like sets and stuff. I was like, girl, my orders, my bank account is not adding up. Like I can't just cut wholesale. I'm just not in a space to do that right now. And I had to be okay with that. Even though I was sad and I was like crying, trying to fill up all them tubes and trying to get stuff out on time.
Yeah, because some people be like, where's my order? Where my order at?
4 days after.
Oh my, I be like, stop playing. I know y'all excited, but you gotta give a girl some time.
Girl, order 200 tubes and the next day like, oh, I didn't get a tracking number. I'm like, did you think that it was like just sitting right here in the back and I just like had to count 200, put them in a bag?
No, sometimes you gotta read them though, because when you put your foot down a little bit, you have to.
Yeah.
I be like, it's 7 to 14 business days, not including weekends, holidays. Because sometimes, they count everything and it's just like, no, you have to have patience with us because we're small businesses. Like, we don't have 10 million people helping us work and all that stuff. So,
not even, it wasn't even like that, like people counting for me. It was people just not reading altogether for me. I was like, y'all, this is like, it's right here in y'all face though.
Yep.
And they still don't read it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
They just be so excited.
Yeah, they be too excited for me. I'm like, I love y'all, but I need y'all to know what y'all getting into before y'all spend hundreds and thousands of dollars and then be mad at me because y'all didn't read.
Exactly. Literally. But I'm ready to get into this wholesale because
let's talk about it.
I got a lot to say.
We literally, I mean, the only thing that I have available right now is containers because I'm like, they're gonna kill me if I cut that.
Oh,
they're gonna kill me if I cut that right now. And that's just like, it's one thing because I have my mom helping me now, so it's like, we can do it. It's not impossible. I'm not miserable anymore. So that's why I'm like, you know what? We could leave this, but y'all could get the formula book if y'all really want it.
Yeah.
But we gonna do this for now. So I haven't fully, I'm not on your level. I didn't fully cut everything. But you said today, look, we cut it all.
Yeah, I was like, it's a wrap for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think it was 2020 was like my biggest year.
Yes,
like
everybody.
Oh my God, thank you God, thank you supporters, all of y'all. I really appreciate y'all. But that had to be one of my most overwhelming years too. Oh my God, I got videos, everything. I was making containers out the A word. I mean, like, I don't even want to, like, OMG, like hundreds. Filling them up at the same time, doing like 3,000 glosses within 2-day time frames. Only my mama helped me count tools. My cousin helped me clean stuff, but I'm squeezing. I'm doing, oh my God, I had my brother help me twist tops. It was just a lot. And I said, you know what? Wholesale took over my life. I love y'all, but y'all, my life was more precious at the time. I'm sorry.
No, that's real.
I just felt so consumed. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, it was just too much. So I said, you know what? I got to do a big, huge blowout sale. And I'm getting rid of all this stuff. The containers, the tools, everything. Wholesale, I don't want to do it no more. But I was like, I love y'all so much that I'll give y'all my recipe.
Hello.
And that's when I came out with my recipe book. I was like, I don't want to just leave y'all high and dry. That's not who I am. And I know y'all depend on me. Y'all like my gloss, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, I got y'all. I'm going to type this up, do my research, everything, put all my stuff in here. And then
And then life was easier after that. Life was back to normal after that.
And I was actually making more money with the recipe book. Yeah. I guess because the amount of how much it is.
Yeah.
So, and they like, okay, I need to keep my businesses flourishing. So let me just get this book. So I was like, all right, thank you, baby.
Look, whatever has to be done. And that's residual, okay? That's a one-time put in the work and be done. So that's what I've been doing recently. Yeah. Digital files. I did my formula book. I have a branding book. I got my new book on content now. I got my vendors list up there. I'm like, y'all literally like have all of the information that y'all need. And I feel like also, I'm able to reach more people because I stopped shipping internationally once the pandemic started. Yeah, because not even right when it started. Once I hit my first hiccup, and I was like, oh no, I just can't. Like, people was ordering from Kenya. People was ordering from New Zealand. And I'm like, I'm so grateful, but I can't, they're not letting me ship to y'all. Yeah. And I'm like, y'all done gave me y'all money and y'all just like waiting. Cause they telling
Shipping
me.
Went up. Crazy.
Like expensive. They wasn't helping me. They was just like, oh, we got these restrictions because of the pandemic. We don't know when it's going to be lifted. Customers is like waiting. I'm like, y'all, can y'all please like let me send y'all money back? I don't even want to string y'all along anymore. I don't even want to deal with this. Like sometimes you just won't want to deal with stuff. Like you just want to be done with it. So
but that time was kind of lit though. I ain't gonna lie. Like through the pandemic, like the shipping part was kind of lit because it kind of gave you leeway to like ship it within like 3 weeks and like
you had a little extra time to like
extra time. Like I swear I was kind of thankful for that because I'll be like blame it on COVID.
We blamed everything on COVID. Not even gonna lie, that's just a real transparent moment. We blamed everything on the pandemic, but I mean, that wasn't really a lie though, because that's really what was happening.
Yeah, it really was backed up though. Like
I was so over it. I was like, you know what? We just not even gonna be able to do international shipping no more. And I mean, even though now it's like things are different now, but I still don't trust it. Yeah. So I don't ship internationally right now. So I got people from all over the world purchasing these digital files. I'm like, at least I'm still able to reach y'all and I can still help y'all. Y'all could get what y'all need. Yeah. Cause I just don't want the responsibility of the physical item trying to make it to another place.
And it was taking like weeks and stuff to get to them.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, all right.
Back to you though. I almost had a heart attack when you said 3,000 tubes in 2 days because I just need to know how the hell did that even happen?
I don't know.
How did you do that? Did you sleep at all?
Yeah. Like, Child. But I wake up early, like sun up to sun down. Kid you not. Like, it was really on some sun up to sun down. But I always keep my customers in mind because I just know how they can be. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I'm real cool, calm, and collective. I don't like all the extra rah-rah stuff. So, like, to eliminate that, it's like, okay, I'll just work nonstop. Like, it is what it is. Oh, my gosh. But I promise you, like, and a lot of people don't believe me to this day, but it's like, I have proof. Like, I videoed it. My buckets were filled with pre-filled. All of it filled by yours truly. Like, it is what it is, but I had to make it happen.
Like, after that, you're not down for like a week?
No, I was like a robot. Even now, I'm like so amazed when I look into my gallery and I just see how much work I put in and like all the stuff I've done. I said that the other day to my friend. I was like, dang, was I a robot? Like, how in the heck did I do all of this? Yeah. I don't know.
I will say, like, once you get in the zone, you kind of do zone out and it's like you just want to be done with it. But girl, when I tell you after I'm done working and I come home and it's time for me to like unwind, I just can't. My body is killing me from, it just feels like you just been doing a full body workout all day, like 9 to 9, just we doing full body workout. That's just, you be sore. Oh my God. I was just going through it. I was like, look, I don't want to feel like this every day because I feel like I don't want to do nothing else after this. Like, I don't want to work so hard that I just feel like when I'm done with one project that I just don't have the energy to do the next one. Exactly. It was a lot going on.
That and juggling like YouTube.
Yes. Other businesses. I
can't even tell you how I did it. I can't tell you.
You just made it happen.
Yeah. But look, I eventually got burnt out. Clearly. Clearly I was running and got burnt out. And that's why I stopped posting because I got burnt out. that's just what happened. Like, I mean, there's no way around it. So I always tell people now, like, learning from my mistakes, always find balance in your life.
Yes.
Like, work, okay, cool. You know, you want to make your money, pay your bills. But at the same time, make sure y'all taking breaks and going out and hanging out with your loved ones. Because I was in a relationship too, y'all. A lot of people don't know.
Oh my
I was in a relationship.
What the heck? This girl was busy. This girl was busy.
No. Me and my partner was really getting into it because I was a workaholic. That's why I'm like, you got to find a balance because you got to make your partner, you know, you got to keep everything balanced in the line because I was tripping. Like, I was getting cussed out. All kind of, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to make money. I'm trying to make money.
God.
But now I'm like, it's not all about the money. So,
right. And that's another thing. Cause you know the kind of backlash you'll get when it's like, oh, I'm not doing this no more. People like, what? Like, you don't want to make that money. You don't want my money. You don't want this. You know, I'm like, look, life is not all about the money. Exactly. Like, if I have all this money, it's not gonna make me feel better on the inside. It's not gonna make my body feel better.
Exactly.
Like, it's not gonna give me peace of mind.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna still have that same anxiety every single day to like do all this work every day, and I'm still not gonna be outside with my friends. I'm not gonna be doing nothing.
Just in the house working nonstop. Like, that's not
Child, I was like, y'all could keep y'all money on that one, but we do got resources for y'all if y'all want that too.
Yeah.
I don't have any regrets with my decision, so no turning back. She's like, oh,
it's no regrets. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I do miss wholesale and I do miss pre-filling and all that stuff, but it's like, if it was meant for me to still be doing that, I would still be doing it. Like, I would still have the patience, the strength, and all that stuff to be doing it, but I don't. So it expanded my mind to, like you were saying, the ebooks, the digital files, and things like that, because business consultations and just like the business marketing branding side for helping people, it really takes you a long way, and it's just easier. Nobody has to just keep asking you, Ari, how you do this, how you do that, and how do you brand like this. Baby, get the book. Hello. Get the file, and you got it.
Yeah, it's really. I feel like we definitely had to go through all the motions. We definitely did, yeah. And bring us to where we are today. Because I'm like, now I'm doing my mentorship stuff, and that's dope. It's more, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, it's more rewarding because it's just like, I feel like I'm giving them more than just their inventory, because like we said earlier, you could have all the good inventory, if you don't know what to do with it, then it's pointless. Exactly. So I think I am enjoying just helping people even more. I feel like that's more valuable at the end of the day. That's like good. You can kind of get supplies from anywhere, but you're not gonna get like that knowledge, them gems. You're not gonna find that everywhere.
So you do one-on-ones? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
how you got the patience for that? How you got the patience to do one-on-one?
You know what? Honestly, it is challenging right now because this is my first month doing like a full 1 month program. Like, I have in the past just done like consultings, like as they come in, you could book a 1 hour session and we can talk about it, but it's kind of like a one and done type of thing. Or people might book 2 so that they can, check in. Yeah. But this month I have had some mentees under me that I have to check in with every week, one-on-one. So that has been, it's been a little bit of an added thing to my schedule for sure. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, I feel like everything kind of works out. Like I said, stuff with orders kind of slows down. So I feel like it was the perfect time for me to then, put my time into something else. So we have orders, but most of the time, my mom can go and handle the little stuff that's happening. Because now that we're not doing all this other stuff, she don't really need me to be doing everything. So we kind of like try to figure out what works best for us and our schedule. So I'm here in my house, most of the time. We go work on orders like 1 to 2 times a week, and we just take like a full day to like knock out as much as we can. And then that way, stuff is not sitting. They not emailing, talking about where my order, stuff like that. Literally. We just try to like take 1 to 2 days out to do that. Cause I'm like, I have other things that I do want to accomplish right now. And I felt like that whole wholesale thing was like really holding me back from doing other stuff. So the one-on-ones, it's a lot, but I just schedule everyone on one day. I'm like, I just take one day to know, okay, I'm going to be swamped today. It's going to be a work day. We're going to go hard, and that's going to be it for the week. And it's been working out, you know, and people are saying that they really like it. Like my mentees right now, they're like, wow, like they're getting a lot of information. I'm like, yeah, because I'm real open about my journey. Like, I don't want y'all to look at me, because you know how people be like, I want to be just like you. And then they don't know what really we be doing behind the scenes. And I'm like, I don't ever want to set a person up to think that they want to be like me, and they like follow my footsteps, and then they start experiencing stuff that I've never talked about. I'm like, I don't even want to set y'all up for that, because I would be, if that was me and I'm like, oh, I'm doing what this girl told me and I'm having all these issues that they never talked about, I would feel a type of way if that was me. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Okay, it's hard. It's hard. Okay,
nothing in life is completely easy, so
correct. And good things don't come easy either. So
at all,
you know, we're building an empire here. We just gotta do what we gotta do. So you are the 6-figure queen, okay? You've been, you know, inspiring. You did a seminar. You're doing, you know, we're now doing like our actual appearances again, because I do miss that, like speaking at events or like doing, you know, panels or like pop-up shops and stuff. So how was that experience for you?
So it was honestly a great experience, because that was my first like speak up in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know, or they be like, Ari, stop lying. You're not shy. But I'm really shy. Like, I always say, it's like I'm shy, but not shy. Like, I can speak, but like I'm still kind of...
Yeah.
So it was my first time talking in front of people. It wasn't a super huge crowd, but it was enough people to, you know,
make you feel, yeah.
But I honestly felt like I did a good job. People was happy with what I was saying. I was happy with it because I took a leap of faith and I was like, I ain't never did this before. Let me try something new. So I don't know. It's been really, really good. So hopefully, like in the future, more people ask me to speak, so I can just get more comfortable, because I have so much to share. Like I have so much to share. So I don't know. Hopefully, you know, later on down the line, I could talk more.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. I did one panel before all of this madness happened. Yeah. And that was like the first time that, since being a business owner, that I had like went up and spoke in front of people, but alongside like other business owners. So it was really cool to like put myself in that space and like hear everyone else's experiences and stuff. Cause I'm like, yeah, we're in the cosmetics business, but I be trying to know like what do other businesses be going through, like clothing brands and just like, you know, accessory brands and stuff. So it was real cool to do that.
Yep. That's dope.
I just want to get out more now. I think that's just what it is. I'm like, I'm ready to go outside. Yeah.
Who you telling?
I am ready to go outside.
I ain't gonna lie, I be outside though a little bit. Like
I'm starting to move around a little bit.
I'll be outside. I'm like, I can't sit in the house all day.
All my life.
That's what I'm used to, working from home. It's like, I'm so used to being at home. It's like, okay, no.
It's tough.
I got to go.
Yeah. That's what I was just talking about the other day. I'm like, it's hard when, you know, you work where you live, because it's hard to turn it off when you're trying to just relax. It's like your work is too close
right there
in proximity. It's like, it's knocking at my door like, come in here, pay me some attention. I'm like, no.
Be whispering, you know you gotta do this order.
You know you got orders to do.
You gotta do this. And you're just like, okay, I just want to chill.
I just try to take some time off. Yeah, it's hard. And I was just so happy to like get a separate space, because I'm
so proud of you for that. Like, that's goals low key for me, but I don't know if I really want to. But that's goals for real.
It's, you know, it has its pros and cons. But I went from having a space that I shared with my mom. So I had like my own space, but it wasn't my space. So, you know, it was kind of already set up, and my mom just loves decorating and stuff. So she just, you know, she was like, we're going to decorate it how you want to. You know, this is your room. You can you can do it however you want. So it was cool and all. But then the pandemic hit, and it was like the building was like, everybody has to get out.
What?
Not like we had to move out, but we were like not allowed to. You know how they were restricting businesses from being open. So they're like, yeah, we cannot catch you up here trying to, you know, take clients or stuff, because they didn't know, you know, what we were doing in there. So they're thinking we got people coming in, and it's like a lot of foot traffic. I'm like, it's literally gonna be me by myself, quarantining in here, but getting stuff done. But they're like, no. So I was like, okay. So I basically did have to like move out. Like we didn't get rid of our space, but I had to pack everything up and move it to my parents' house because I'm like, I can't just stop working.
Yeah.
So that was a huge shift for me. And it was like kind of right when things started to blow up. And I'm like, so at the time
That's
when
crazy.
we need all this inventory and all of this space, we don't have it. We don't have it. So I had all this stuff in my parents' house. It was real crazy, real hectic, real tight and cramped.
What?
And I had to rock that out for like a couple months. It was just, that's just what I had to do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when my business was like booming. I'm like, this is not gonna work.
Stuff like that make me so happy though, because it's like when we're under pressure and it's just chaotic, it's like beautiful outcomes in the end. You know what I'm saying? So like that's dope. Like same for me. I was in my old apartment, small little room. I'm like, it's stuff's every freaking where. Like, oh my God. But one of the biggest years of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
it's like the situation, the setup might not be ideal, but it worked. Like it worked. We did it. Yeah. I was mixing lip gloss everywhere in the house, every room downstairs. I like went from the living room to the family room to the kitchen. We was just all over the place. I'm like, there's so much stuff happening right now. And then it was like, okay, cool. You know, y'all can come back to your space. And I did not have enough space at that point.
That's just crazy.
So we was like, what are we about to do with this? Like all this stuff not gonna fit.
So do you have another space, or
I have another space now. So I had to find a whole separate space. So this is my space that I got by myself. I'm like, I signed the papers, y'all. My mom did not help me. Good. I mean, she helped me. Like we looked for places and she helped me decide. But I ultimately like saw this space and I fell in love with it. And I was like, this is like the perfect amount of space for what I need, but also then for me to expand because we have now extra space. So I'm like, this is all I ever wanted.
That's
okay.
dope. I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
I'm really proud.
Yeah. So that I was like, I can like understand. Okay, YouTuber. I gotta make content. I can do that from home, but I cannot have lip gloss in my house right now.
Yeah.
I just
then
can't.
all the droppings on the floor and stuff. Oh my God.
My mother's carpet is ruined, and I said I will not do that to my new apartment.
No,
I'm sorry.
Know what's funny? I saw like on one of your pictures where you were showing like how lip gloss was like all on the wall or something like that. I said, girl, you don't want to see my old apartment. I had to pay up. It was lip gloss marks everywhere. I'm like, oh my, these people don't even know.
Yeah, like, that's why I was like, let me just add this in my little video for y'all to see because this is like messy. And I'm like, this room that we're sitting in right now, it was either gonna be this kind of setup or lip gloss. I said I will not.
Yeah,
I can't. We can't even fit in here.
Oh my gosh, it's so needed. It really is.
It is, and just for peace of mind, honestly, because when we was at my mom's house, I was up till 3, 4, and 5 in the morning, just mixing lip gloss, packing orders. I'm trying to get stuff ready because I done scheduled the post office to come pick the orders up. Like I'm like I'm trying to get as many out when they come to pick them up.
Yeah, that's oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's just like bringing back flashbacks.
Yes, I'm honestly triggered. Actually,
I'm triggered. Mad. He like, y'all gonna help me bring it downstairs. I'm like, sir, this is your job.
Yeah, we're not helping you. Sorry.
I'm not helping you. That's so funny.
Yeah, they used to be.
Yeah.
And we used to have a mail lady, and I'm like, I just feel so bad for her. Know. But she's just doing what she needs to do. And she coming to get all these packages and stuff.
Hey, it is what it is. That's
right. And now I wouldn't even do that to them now. I'm like, I go drive. I be having so many big boxes. I'm like, I'm going to just drive it. I drop it off at the post office. Girl, they be like, they know me over there now. So it's like, yep, I'm here. They give me the little cart, bring it to my car, and then I bring it in and I just roll it. They open the little side door and everything.
That's fire.
I'm like, because they used to just want you. They used to want you to like just sit it up on the counter. I'm like, it's all not gonna fit right here, and nobody else is gonna be able to sit nothing right here. So they're like, yeah, no, just bring it on the side.
That's when you know you the truth, though.
Yeah.
Like, once you get cool with the male, the male people, and then they start letting you come into the back and, like, exclusive stuff, that's when you know you like, okay, I see you.
Frequent customer. I'm like, if anything, I need y'all to take care of me, because I have been to the post office and I have literally seen them throwing. Like, when I tell you I wanted to go, like, it wasn't even my package and I just wanted to, like, say something.
Oh my, have you ever been through, like, you sending, like, anything and it just, like, mess up in the mail, lip gloss breaking, whatever the case? Of course. Oh my God, those times, so hectic, because you got to send new stuff, you got people cussing you out. Why was it even packaged like this? I'm like, y'all, please, just give me some time. Like,
just let me figure this out.
Let me figure this out. Then you gotta switch your whole packaging routine. Y'all, when I say business, you go through a lot. Like, I cannot stress it to y'all. Like, we're not gonna always post the bad. Like, who just wants to post the bad all the time?
All the time, right?
It's like, y'all, it get a little crazy. Like, I'll never forget those times. I was sending glass. It was like plastic glass type containers, and I guess the USPS people was just tossing them. Them things, people was getting to me, sending me pictures. Gloss everywhere in the bag. I'm like devastated, crying. I'm like, dude, this is a waste of product. Like,
and
this
my
is
time,
waste
though.
of my time, all
and
that.
my money,
my money,
everything. It's just a waste all around.
I'm like, this can't be real. Then the people, you already had them waiting like 2 weeks for the container, and now you got to make them another one. You low-key got to ship it next day. It's just like, too much.
I have been there before. It does happen, and it's not a good feeling
at all.
And that's why I wanted to go off that day, because for me, what happened with me was, so I started to ship everything priority because I was shipping like regular glosses and stuff first class, and they was sitting on trucks for weeks. Like,
are you kidding me?
Weeks.
That's crazy.
I was like, all right, I get it. Like, it's a little cheaper, but we only saving a couple dollars.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really that deep for me.
Yeah.
So I increased my shipping price and, went through that whole process. But I'm like, everything on priority. Everything got at least $50 of insurance on it. If I feel like I don't want to press my luck, I put more insurance on it just in case. But yeah, I had 2 incidences really close to each other, really 3. So one of them was containers and they came cracked. So all the lip gloss is in the box. Like you said, all the gloss in the box. So they're sending me pictures and I'm like, okay, so this the first time I've ever had an issue. So I'm like, I don't even know how to
go about
I'm like, I know it has insurance, but how do I go about like filing a claim or doing whatever? Like, what does that process look like? So I had to figure that whole thing out. They had to do like an investigation and all this stuff. And they were like, oh, if it's approved, then you'll get your $50 in the mail. I'm like, yo, I'm paying this money. Y'all need to run me my money
quickly.
Like, I got to send her a new package. So I'm going to need you to run me that insurance because that doesn't make sense. So the first one came. The second one did not. So it was just like, they're like, oh, they basically was trying to say I was trying to scam them. What? And trying to get, the insurance money out of them 2 times in a row. I'm like, well, if y'all would not have sent 2 damaged packages, it wouldn't
even be like this.
We wouldn't even be here today.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? I had to, woosah, because those are the moments where
some people just let it go and be like, I'm done with this. I'm done.
Quit. But no.
You can't do that. Yeah.
I had to keep my composure. Okay. Yeah. So and it's a lot of L's that you got to take as a business owner. I'm like, I did not get my money back for that second package. I still had to ship her a new container. Yeah. So we still had to make that work.
So many L's.
We had
chargebacks, all that.
I'm triggered instantly. I'm triggered instantly. She said charge back. I also had another package, like a bubble mailer, where it was literally cut open. Like the lady got it, and it was nothing in it.
Wow. I feel like I had something like that happen to somebody.
I was like, what do you mean? Pencils. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, what do you mean it's empty? I'm like, so it's open because I didn't send it to you empty, right?
You gotta let them know, like, I didn't send it to you empty. Like, why would I do that?
She's like, it's literally cut at the top. I said, now who cut this and then kept putting it through I would have rather it had just got lost. Like, why would you take what was inside of it and then still keep moving it through the system? Like, I'm confused.
Oh my god.
It's been all bad. And then luckily on that package, I had a signature on it. So she refused it. So that's the only reason why I got a red flag. I was like, oh, so she didn't sign for it. So now it's being sent back to me. They literally sent an empty bubble mailer back to me.
To you. Like,
I said, okay.
What is that going to
We're being petty.
do for you?
We're being petty today. Y'all took my shit and now we're being petty. All right.
Like, that's just, oh my God.
Now, chargebacks, I feel like chargebacks are unfair.
I hate it.
I feel like they're unfair.
And I don't mean to talk badly about people, but you have to be a little low to do that. It's like, and I only say that to say, like, I do understand some people do be needing their money when they need it or whatever the case may be, but that is stealing. Like, that's not even right. That's plain out stealing. Like, you either received your product
or it's on the way,
your digital file or whatever.
Yeah.
And you got it, and then you gonna charge it back after you got it, and then they don't even be charging back within like a couple days.
No, it's instant.
It be a week. No, sometimes it be a week, a month charge back. I'm like, what?
Oh, you mean like from when they purchased it? Oh, I'm thinking you talking about like how long it take for them to snatch it back. Once they charge back, it's gone. Like,
oh yeah, definitely. As soon as I'm saying, but like when the people actually do it, right. I'm like, now what was the point of even getting the
they
stuff?
wait
like,
months.
You waited a long little time to charge it back. I don't be liking that because that really made me sad. Like, you just stole from me. Like,
oh my really Lord.
I don't
Girl, know. I had one incident and we fought about it. I said, "Oh, I'm not letting this one go." I was like, "I'm not letting this one go," because it was so many things that happened in business, right? And I started to implementing different things. So I'm like, okay, if I'm sending wholesale stuff, I got to ship it priority. After a couple of weeks of me doing that, it was like, okay, people is trying to say that they're not getting their packages, but it says deliver. I'm like, okay, no, we're going to have to put a signature on this now. So
it was smart for the signature.
I'm like, look, it's too much money involved here for us to be trying to play.
And too much time involved too. Like,
we're not trying to play. So literally the person had signed for the package and then tried to say that they didn't get it and did a chargeback.
Now you know you signed for it.
I'm like, did you think that I wasn't going to get that information or what? I was like, yeah, we're not letting this one go because y'all not about to try to play me for a fool.
Exactly.
When I got the delivered from the tracking and I have a signature of your name. And it wasn't even like, oh, a little scribble or anything. Like, it was
it's the full blown
the name.
No.
Clearly written. I said, all right.
That's toxic, y'all. Don't do that to people. Unless you just gotta charge back. Because one time I had to charge somebody back. She really ain't do what she had to do. So I had to get my money back.
Right.
But if you know you got it and you actually did like the stuff and all that stuff, don't lie.
Even if you didn't like the stuff.
Just don't do it. Like, that's just messed up. Just take your L if you don't like it.
I'm like, even if you didn't like it.
Yeah, just don't steal. Because karma is real. And like, just don't do it. Just definitely. And some people be having businesses doing it. I'm like, baby, you just opened up a whole lane of chargebacks for yourself. One chargeback you did on me, now you about to have multiple because you shouldn't have did that. Seriously. So it's just like, people just have to do better.
I definitely will say that being a business owner has made me practice, just do better practices in everyday life. Like, I do not try to snap on any type of customer service people, even if they're not helpful or whatever. I just try to like be on my P's and Q's because I'm like, that's bad karma for me. People gonna be yelling at me and cussing me out. I'm gonna be like, oh my God,
I can't handle that.
Oh my God, please no.
I can't handle that. So
I used to, because sometimes people just are not helpful. So I would just be that one, like, I just began so frustrated. I'm like, look, I need help and you're not helping me. So now I'm raising my voice. Like, what are you saying? You can't help me. I just try to just be on my best behavior nowadays with stuff like that, because you just never want people to be doing that to you. Like, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that.
That's not a good feeling at all. You ever had a customer ever come at you hard?
Not really. Praise God.
I know, right?
No.
I don't know how I would have handled it.
No, they're all really sweet. Honestly, that's crazy because stuff do be happening and they're kind of like, they're so understanding.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh,
that's
see, good. That's part of good karma. It's like you You get them good people that's not going
real patient too. I love the patient ones who understand like it's just us, or we might have like 2 helpers or 1 helper and they understand everything. I like that too.
I don't know where people be finding these people that be going off on them, but that do be happening.
I know.
Yeah, I haven't been through that.
Me neither, and I pray we never.
We ain't going through that. We gonna speak that now. Exactly. We ain't even gonna deal with that. It's only good vibes over here.
Good vibes only.
Literally.
Yep.
Girl, life is crazy. Life is crazy. I'm just happy that, you know, even just talking to you, I feel like I'm not alone in the struggles that I went through. And
I was feeling the same way.
Yeah, because I'm just like, you see people doing it, but you don't really get to talk to them about it to be like, okay,
definitely personally and stuff like that.
Right. Like, we really did just go through that at the same time.
Yep.
I just like, I appreciate it. It was definitely needed. Oh, I meant to ask you, you can tell people where to follow you on your socials and stuff so that they could connect with you.
All right, guys. So you guys can follow me on my Instagram at The Real Ari J. And then my cosmetics page is at Made by Ari J Cosmetics. And also my YouTube channel, Made by Ari J. And it's real simple to spell it out. Ari is A-R-I and then J. So.
I'll have it all linked below, but you know. For the people listening, because people will be watching the podcast, some people listen to the podcast, so
that's dope.
All the information will be down below. But yeah, so what's next? Like, what is life like now? You feel like you feel like we got some new stuff on the way? I'm like, I'm trying to do some new stuff.
Honestly, right now it's no new stuff on the way. I'm just trying to put myself out because I was really known for wholesale and I want to be known for Made by Ari J Cosmetics. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I rebranded. Place. Yeah, I rebranded, tried to make my website more chic and classy and sophisticated because I'm becoming more into the woman that I want to become. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like carrying myself a certain way, so I want my brand to be the same way. So I just want people to know Made by Ari J Cosmetics right now.
And just that, like. Yeah. It's hard. It's so hard. That's why I just made a new Instagram for Smudge. So we have Smudge Wholesale. Because I'm like, as long as I'm going to do containers, as long as I'm going to do digital files and mentorship and stuff like that, it was really clogging my timeline. Like, it was, my feed. Like,
it just looked like straight wholesale. Like,
yeah.
Like, but where is Smudge? Where is Made by Ari J?
That's what I'm saying.
So differentiate
it's so crazy, and it's like what you put out is what people are gonna buy.
Exactly.
Like you tell people what you want them to buy.
High five, bro.
right? Yes, like you tell people what you want them to buy. So if they come on your page and this all they see, that's what they're gonna buy. Exactly. And then I'm like over here in the background, like, but I want them just to buy lip gloss. Like I just want them to buy my lip glosses, but there's no content.
Yeah.
So I'm in that same boat.
That's really, really dope. And like I said, about the whole drought thing, so making that change was hard. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I had to incorporate like advertisement and Facebook ads and different stuff like that to get my name out there because they know Made by Ari J, but they know Made by Ari J wholesale, not just my cosmetics line. So I'm like, I did it without ads at first, you know, the whole rebrand and stuff like that, but it wasn't really going how I was expecting. So once I started doing the Facebook ads and different stuff like that, then it's starting to take back off, and I'm like, all right, this is what I like to see a month. Like, okay, I'm starting to see stuff. So y'all just gotta stay on y'all P's and Q's and just, you know, don't get discouraged by the downfalls. Like, take those as lessons and make yourself better because I'm living proof. Like, that's you can do it.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Because y'all, they see me, they see wholesale. They see me, they see, you know, entrepreneur, girl boss. She gonna help me with this. I'm like, y'all, I just want to sell lip gloss and lashes.
And had a little e-files and the e-books on the side so y'all can get that part too because we love to teach still.
We still love you. And we still love y'all.
Exactly. but we still want y'all to know who we are. who our cosmetics line. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want y'all to know us. That's what it is. That's really what it's all about.
I'm having more like time, or I'm trying to make more time for myself. I think we were just talking about this. I'm like, look, I need to do something for me. Like, it sucks when you kind of feel like your business is your whole life. because you love it so much. And you like, it's like a child. It's like you made this thing and you've been growing this thing. So you just, it's just always at the front of your mind. And it's just so toxic sometimes. Because,
but don't let it consume you, because then you'll get drained and then you're like, all right, bump this business. Like, I don't even care about this business no more. And you don't want to be like that. It's supposed to be your passion, your baby, everything in one. So just pace yourself, guys.
Please, I'm glad you said pace yourself.
Yeah.
That is good. So what's like, well, Devin, I don't know if you have questions for us. I'm just in here question.
You're doing so good.
What's your favorite part right now, like, about having your own business? Like, I feel like I have a lot of favorite parts, but some of your favorite things about, I mean, because, you know, we don't like the 9 to 5. I mean, ain't nothing against it, but
I ain't gonna hold you. I guess me just being my own boss, I answer to myself. Like, I ain't gotta clock in. That was one of my biggest things, like clocking in at a certain time. Like, I work whenever I feel like it. If I want to get up at 9 a.m. and work, I'll work. Okay, cool. But if I want to start at 11 or 3, 5, I'll do that too. So I like the freedom of it. Like, it's just freedom with everything about it. I don't know. Like, I just love the whole thing about it. I just don't like to be told what to do. And that could be that Aries energy in me. I don't like people telling me what to do. So it's just like,
that part.
I'm all for me. And then I like making people happy and stuff like that. And my money, of course. So I don't know. I love it all.
The freedom for sure, though. Yeah, I feel like at a point I had too much freedom. I was giving myself too much freedom. I was like, all right, we got to buckle down. Reel it in. We got to buckle down. But yeah, that's, especially when you have other stuff to do, it's just so much easier.
Yep.
So much better. You got questions for us?
I got like one so far.
Okay. Well, let's start before I just keep talking. I just be talking.
Yeah,
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, that's my situation.
Oh, that's okay. I got another question now, so if you need time.
But yeah, so like, how do y'all separate, like business from like everything else? Cause like I said before, like y'all basically like work like all day, basically like pretty much 24/7. So like, how do y'all separate like having your own time and then like working on the business?
You want to go or me?
I honestly had to start putting it on the schedule. Honestly.
Yep.
It's on my calendar. I started using Google Calendar, and so now all of my, it's just like everything is on there. So like today, it was like, all right, Zoom from 10 to 1, cool.
Yep.
Ari 2:30 to whatever, cool. And then we got a birthday party after this.
Yep.
So everything is just on the schedule. And I think that's the only way that it's working for me right now, because I just want to always be working. And that's not good. So I've been trying to like kind of like fool myself a little bit. You know how they're like, oh, put yourself on your schedule. That's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah. Me, that's real dope. What you said, that's really, really good. So me, being that I used to work every day, even on weekends, I really didn't care. But now I'm like, no, balance. So I like to work 5 days a week, and then the weekend I just take off. Like, I try not to go into my office space or anything like that. I'm like, no. And even during the day, since I cut back on certain things, I work from like 9 to maybe like 1 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll be done for the day. I'll go out to eat. I'll walk my dog, do whatever, because I'm kind of a loner a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So I might take myself out to eat or something like that. But at least I found that balance to stop working nonstop, because who tried?
Yeah.
No.
Scheduling too.
Yep.
That's good, because I mean, honestly, I feel like I started to kind of try to get my mindset into thinking that this is a real, quote unquote, real job. So just like y'all have set work hours and set days on a schedule, that's kind of how I'm trying to live my life right now. Because it's like, it's flexible, yes, but it's so easy to be like, oh, I'm already here, so I might as well just keep on finishing X, Y, and Z. Like, you know, if you at work and the work not done, it's time to clock out, it's clock out time.
Exactly.
Like, we not doing no OT tonight. They not approving that, so we not staying.
Yeah.
So I think that once I started to kind of have that mentality, and also, like I said, once I kind of separated my space, because now it's not just a room away. I got to get in my car. I got to drive home, you know. So I'm like, I'm not trying to always be coming home super late anymore. I live by myself. Like, we're not trying to do all of that. Exactly. So I think all those things. Also, my mom, honestly, she's been helping me a lot, because she's like, I mean, I'm working on her schedule too now. So I think adding in that extra person to kind of help you, like, respect that person's time. So you don't want to be like doing the most. Yeah. So
that's good.
Yeah. And now it's summertime, honey. I'm trying to be outside. I live in this apartment. We got this pool and everything. And I'm trying to enjoy, like, the stuff that I'm paying for. Like, the lifestyle that I wanted for myself when I moved here is not going to work with me working 12-hour days every single day. Like, I'm not going to want to go outside and take a walk or go outside and get in the pool. I'm like, no, it's hot outside. I pay to be here. I'm about to go get in the pool. Exactly. So I'm trying to do what I could do. It's hard, but you just got to do it. Put it on the calendar. Because if it's on the calendar, it's a task. I got brunch tomorrow at 12 p.m. And I'm not going to miss it. Yeah. I'm not missing it. It's like a meeting. I'm not missing a meeting. I'm not missing brunch with the girls. Okay?
As you shouldn't.
Right. No, nobody got time. You got another question? I got a question. Okay. So for your YouTube channel, like, what do you want to do with that? Like, because I mean, are you still gonna like do your entrepreneur life stuff, or do you want to kind of do like more like influencer stuff now? Like, you want to work with brands? Like, what you want to do?
Okay, this is so bad, but I don't even really think too deep into my YouTube channel. Like, that's so bad. I'm free flow on my YouTube. I'm free flow. Like, I do a lot of hair videos. It's not that I like to do them, but they pay. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of ideas that I have set to do. I just have not done them because YouTube isn't like my biggest focus, which is so bad because it pays good, but I'm just not all in with YouTube. I got to get consistent with YouTube.
I mean, that's real though. Yeah. If you're not feeling it, then you're just not feeling it.
It really just be the editing. Like, I be cool in front of the camera doing what I got to do, but that editing be taking a toll on me. I be having videos just sitting, like, I don't know.
Welcome to my life.
Literally.
Welcome to my life. Editing is like
it's
the nightmare.
Yeah.
If I actually had time to like focus on it,
it'll get done. Like, real YouTubers, it's their life. Like, they be like this. I'm like, nah, I got this other stuff too. Like, I'll get to it when I get to it. I might upload like 3 videos per month. That's horrible as a YouTuber, but that's why I don't really like to call myself a YouTuber. I'm just kind of like a content creator. Every so often, like, I don't. Yeah, it's not my main focus in life, honestly.
That's real.
Yeah, but
and that's. I mean, listen. Whatever you want to do, but that's cool though. That's cool. I like YouTube a lot, and I like that I post my podcast there. Yeah, because that's like giving me a little bit.
That's dope.
Giving me a little bit of engagement.
You got something to do. Yeah, you got something to do. Like, I like that.
And giving me a little engagement, but I am very much behind on editing, so it's kind of embarrassing sometimes. But then I just like stop being so hard on myself about everything. I'm like, girl, when you could do it, it's gonna get done. Yeah. Like, it's
don't crack yourself down.
Yeah, I be feeling bad because I'm like, oh, I just be filming all these videos and it's like good content, but then by the time I put it out, it's like months later, and I'm like, this is not even like
we got
relevant. It's not relevant to me anymore, but y'all didn't see it, so y'all ready to see whatever is next, I guess.
We just gotta make a promise to ourselves to get better.
Listen, we gonna get better.
Like, we tripping. Like, that's money. Like, YouTube pays half of my rent. Like, it pays half of it. So it's like, that's girl, good. Are you playing? Like, I really be playing. That's why I'm like, I'm really playing too much. I don't know. One day I'll just get consistent.
Oh my God.
One day, but right now it's just like, I got other stuff I'm trying to focus on right now.
Oh my Lord.
Keep the hair collaborations coming out. I do.
You know what? Okay. Keep the collabs coming.
Keep the collabs coming, but shoot.
I am so weak.
Cool, child.
That's hilarious to me.
Crazy. I'm telling you, it's like, girl, you're getting paid and you want to sit here and play and be stagnant. but you got to be dedicated.
Yeah. It's hard. It's just hard to balance. You got to figure it out. We going to figure it out though. Yeah. We going to figure it out. We going to get our lives together.
Yeah.
I'm excited kind of just about, just us celebrating. Like we're celebrating milestones that we've been able to accomplish. And this is not the end. We're going to keep going, keep working, and just keep leveling up in life and in our businesses. So I just want to say thank you for being you, okay? Being inspiring, because I remember when I first started and I did come across your videos and I was like, oh my God, because I was reading the description and I think your P.O. box was in Stone Mountain. I'm like, girl, I'm down the street. Like, what?
Yep, I used to stay in Stone Mountain.
I'm like, girl, I am down the street, because I really wasn't like finding a lot of people that were here that were doing the same thing. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of when I started following you. But I know I'm not the only one that stumbled across your videos. Like, let me take notes. Let me write something down. Let me follow my girls. Like, and keep up.
Yeah.
So thank you for everything that you have done and everything you continue to do. I mean, I feel like now after meeting you in person, this probably won't be the last time I see you.
You'll see me again, girl. We down the street, okay?
Listen, I was like, oh, now we could be at the pool.
Girl.
Now we could have us a little girl boss day off at the pool.
All of that, because I don't be doing nothing. I work and then I go out to eat by myself, but I need somebody to go out to eat with me. So,
girl, we love to eat over here. So we'll keep in touch for sure. Yes. Make sure y'all follow Ari on all her social media. Like I said, it'll be down below. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow Devin. All of our stuff is listed down below for y'all. I love y'all. I cannot wait to see, honestly, the response to this episode because I just feel like this was great, and it's cool to like sit down with two people in the industry and like hear about the perspectives, Yep. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe as well. Head over to Apple Podcasts and check out the show. Leave us a rating. Leave us a review. Make sure you are shopping down below. All the sites are there. Okay, go get your digital files. Go get everything. Ari's website will be down below too. I love y'all. I said that already, but I always got to tell y'all, I love y'all. And oh my gosh, episode 39. We're getting so close to like our 1 year with the podcast, and it's really like, it's messing with my emotions a little bit because time is going by way, way, way too fast. But I'm happy to be here. Thank y'all for rocking with us, and we will see y'all in episode 39. Peace out. Look, peace out.